Good morning, guys. Today is the day. Today is day one of me working in my own business, on my own business, for my own business. This is the first week, the first day. It's July 13th that I have stepped away one day from my full-time job working for somebody else to devote entirely to my own practice. July 13th, 2026, and it feels good. It feels good. So I'm driving into the gym now, and I want to show you guys around. I want to show you guys the clinic. I'll show you the gym space, show you the clinic, and take you guys along for my first day of school. First day working on the practice, first day in the job, first day being my own boss. Now, obviously, I've had the practice now for a while, working part-time. I'm still working part-time. I am still fully and reliably employed by somebody else, but this is where I grow my practice so that I can be fully self-employed. So I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, guys, morning is mostly done. It's 10:30. That's actually not true. It's not even remotely done. Still plenty of the morning left. But it was a good morning. Hanging around with Eli and Lisa. Got some office work done. Updated the website a bit. Tweaked around with some forms and some scheduling things on my EMR. Basic things. Mostly was just like face in the office, which was good. I am heading home now to eat a little bit. Going to get a ride in, a little midday workout, which is kind of cool. I might take Waylon for a little walk, and then I'm gonna go back to the gym for at least get there by like 4. So I have a ton of time right now. And I want to film some content, and then I have a client at 5:30. I'll be out of there by 6:30, home by 7, and I'm basically done for the day. This is sort of like a feel out the rhythm of the day kind of first day, right? It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So I'll catch up with you guys at back at the house, and I do want to. I didn't film like the gym, but I do want to film a bit of the gym, show you guys the office, show it off a little bit. I want to make a post, Instagram post, as like a new home type of deal. But I want to bring you guys along for a tour of the facilities. But I'll see you guys back at home on the bike, hammering away. So, talk to you guys later. All right, guys, just finished a little walk with Waylon. A little 2-mile stroll around the farm. He and I are heading back to the house. I am going to snagged my nutrition, and I am going to hop on the bike for day 3, week 1 of my FTP building program. I've been spending a lot more time on the bike recently to help with load management, because I've been dealing with an Achilles issue, which is feeling better, but also to build out my aerobic base with minimal mechanical stress on the body, which I am sensitive to, if I must admit, which has been noticeably helping.
Unpaved road.
Never gets old. Has been noticeably helping my run economy and fitness. So just this past weekend, after a couple weeks of riding 2 to 3 times a week, my sort of steady state zone 2 running pace, one, has gotten a little bit quicker, down into like the low to mid 9 teens, if not high 9 singles, but my heart rate is way down, like routinely upper 120s, low 130s at those paces. So have definitely noticed a huge aerobic benefit from adding in the bike. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to increase the volume of that, but I'm also doing this FTP builder program, which, if those of you who don't know what an FTP is, it is a functional threshold power, or roughly the power that you can sustain for 20 minutes. And my intention behind building this is to, as the name suggests, improve my power output on the bike. So one, I'm gaining aerobic fitness by just spending time on the bike, but with these intentional, and it's all through Zwift, no partnership there. It's all through this guided training program that has key interval training, higher intensity days, weeks, and workouts designed to push that FTP number up for you, so that you're able to produce more power at a similar effort. Okay, so all of this to help with the ultimate goal of outlasting as many people as possible on or at Last Man Standing in Maine Labor Day weekend this year. Because effectively, if the relative effort to complete a task is a lower percentage of max effort to complete the same task, meaning to run 4.3 miles as fast as I can compared to running 4.3 miles within the given time domain, if that's a lower percentage of my max effort, it's easier, and therefore I can theoretically do it for longer. That's my training plan, training theory at least. So I am heading home to hop on the bike, get a workout in there, and then the plan is to shower, eat something, head back to the gym, and then I need to, once I'm there, I'm going to, in no particular order, film some content. I need a Mobility Monday video for today. I need something for Friday, so Friday Fitness Challenge. I'd like to film some additional content for you guys. Like I said, I was going to bring you on a tour of the facility. I'd also like a intro post to my new home. So I want to take some photos and videos for that. As well as start working on some home exercise program videos. One of the things highly recommended in my Clinical Rainmaker program is having a YouTube account, which I have, and making your own exercise videos through that. So I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't I do that? Maybe a little bit of exposure to the vlog as well. Who knows? So that's the plan for today, or the remainder of the day. It is noon, high noon. So time to get going, or time to continue going. All right, guys, getting going on the warm-up, riding through the High Line of New York. Today's workout is 10-minute warm-up. Started at about 100 watts. Each minute it's adding 5 watts into the work portion of the ride, which is 6 by 7 minutes at 165 watts. And 1 minute at 120 watts for recovery. So a little bit of a spin up, but nothing too crazy. And then a 6-minute cool down after that. Overall ride time, 65 minutes. This is a 9.5 mile loop, I believe. So we'll see. We'll see how many times I go through it. Because it's set up erg style, I'm capped at power output, so it automatically adjusts the tension and resistance for consistent wattage, which I kind of like. You don't have to think about it. You just kind of maintain a steady state cadence depending on the portion of the ride and what you're working on, and the Smart Trainer does the rest. It's really cool. I wish I had this in college. A good old-fashioned magnetic trainer that just sort of increased resistance as you pedaled harder. Almost like an assault bike type of deal, but a little bit smoother and built for a bike. So I'm gonna get going on this. I will catch up with you guys after the ride, let you know how it went. All right, ride is just about done. I'm on the cool down portion. 5 minutes left. The watts will start dripping down. Oh, good. Well, actually, no, didn't feel good. Legs felt a little heavy on the turnovers. Cadence was a little low, but I've been carrying some muscular fatigue. This past weekend was a heavy training weekend. I took advantage of Casey being gone all weekend and just trained 3 sessions a day, which was great. I loved it. Missed seeing her, missed having her around, but in the absence of her, that's what I did. So 4 minutes left at this point. I'm gonna finish this cool down, hop off the bike, lay some stuff out in the sun to help the dry out process because I am drenched. And then I'm gonna cool my body down a little bit. I really wish I had a cold plunge. That would be lovely. But in the absence, sounds like it's gonna be a cold shower. I'm gonna eat something, head back to the gym to do some work, and show you guys around, give you guys a tour of the place. So I will catch up with you guys back at the gym. Well, I'm here at the gym and I'm locked out. I was told where the spare key is and I was told what the code was, but I was also told that they never locked the door. So I was only half paying attention when she told me the code. And I know where the box is, but I don't remember the code. And I'm not gonna start pressing random buttons. So I'm posted up in this nice little like picnicky area. Just ate lunch. It was a beautiful day out. Thankfully it's not fucking raining. That would suck. And I'm just doing some work. Scouting the area for health and wellness type businesses that I can network with and market towards. Print up some flyers and post those around. So I'm working on a list of that now. Otherwise, I would bring you guys in there, give you a tour, show you around, and film some content for the socials. Excuse me, but here we are. Again, at least it's a beautiful day out. I just hope I don't have to go to the bathroom. That'd be really unfortunate. Although I just had a spicy sandwich, so I might be rolling the dice on this. Well, I'm gonna get to work. I'll catch up with you guys afterwards, I suppose. All right, MTV Cribs PT Clinic Edition. So this is the entryway. A couple coolers for some prepared meals and stuff. The boys got some signage up. What's up? Little intro and then my July welcome deal. A little news board up there for what's going on. Some merch. And then this is where I'll be treating. This is the office. So my table's over there. That's a massage table put on one of the partners, the managers, does massage therapy. So her and I will split the room. And then the gym is down that way. I won't show it now because Lisa has a private client in there. But I'll show you guys that after. And just like that, the day is over. That was the best day of work I think I've ever had. I didn't really have much patient care hours. I had one client who paid me cash for her 8-visit package, so that's cool. But I had one client, and then another one voiced interest, and she's scheduled for at least an initial consult in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. And I got to interact with several members of classes that happened today. I got to head back home in the middle of the day to take Waylon for a walk, get a pretty solid ride in, did some stuff around the house, and then came back to work. Got some business admin things accomplished, and at no point did it feel like a stressful day, which at times at work it was stressful and flustered because bust my ass, but at the end of the day, it's for somebody else to help out their business. I mean, I'm helping the people that I'm working for, and that's why I do it. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't think that, like, I don't want you to think that I have my priorities misaligned or anything like that. But from a business standpoint, everything I do is for somebody else, right? It's their business. So having a whole work day devoted to my own business, my own practice. And this was, not all days are going to feel like this. This was a little bit of like a celebratory, test drive type of day. I understand that other days are going to be much more challenging and more of a grind, but this was so amazing. Getting to, everything I did today was directly for my business, which directly impacts my family and directly impacts people who then impact my family because they're choosing my business. So today was just overall a very rewarding day, and I honestly couldn't be happier about how today went. Today was a good day. So although I didn't get to show you guys a ton of the clinic, I have some footage, but not a ton. It was still, hopefully, it was still for you guys a good walk through a day in the life, the first day in the life acting as owner of Endure Physical Therapy. All right, because otherwise it's just like an hour here, an hour there. This was a full day in business, doing business, working on the business, working in the business, working for the business. And you guys got to come along for the ride. So that was really fun to bring you guys along. I hope you guys enjoyed it at least a fraction as much as I did, because I really enjoyed today. And I look forward to documenting the rest of this journey. Wherever this takes me, I have big visions, and bringing you guys along for the ride. So if you're just tuning in, thank you. Saddle up, because we got big things coming. If you've been tuning in this whole time, from when I was only documenting training days and stuff like that, and now I've kind of shifted into what it's like to own and run a business that I'm building from the ground up into a full-time functioning practice. Thank you for your support along the way. It means the world. But I'm going to end it there. I'm going to head home, see my wife, kiss her, talk about how her day went, and yeah. Continue onward. Onward we go. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Peace.